This meets that. This meets that. You pick this and I'll pick that. We'll put them together and what do you get? A movie we describe as this meets that. This meets that. Yeah!
Welcome back to another episode of This Meets That. It's the podcast where Steve and I take two movies, mash them together, make a new movie that you would describe as This Meets That. You know, like what the theme song told you. I see Steve. Oh, hi, Steve.
Hello, Ben.
Welcome.
It's good to see you.
This is an off week. We weren't able to do main movie topics, so we are just going to do our favorite little game. I see you brought a die out.
I know we don't do it on this, but I just want to do it for funsies.
Okay,
I'm not count towards anything.
We're not going to mark it or anything. Okay,
I just want to see
go
who
ahead.
comes out on top. That is a 10.
Okay. And
is that a 10 as well? That is a 10 as well.
Wow. I think we've only doubled up one other time, but it doesn't count, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
it would have evened out, and a 10 on this meets that. It's half this, half that. It's halfway to 20.
That's perfect. Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
I'll take it as a sign.
Perfect. Okay, well, I'm assuming you have a movie.
I do.
I also have a movie. So let's 1, 2, 3. Close
Hancock.
Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh, well, it pairs pretty easily considering Hancock is an alien.
No, they're gods. They weren't aliens.
Oh, okay.
But it is like an otherworldly thing, I mean, it could...
He's a superhero who's not from Earth, so... Well, I mean, sorry, he is a god, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like...
Yeah.
Like the Roman and Greek gods, like, they're not from Earth, but they're like Earth-based,
Yeah. I take it back.
So, I mean, it's not a bad one of, there is... In Close Encounters, you have a guy who's had like an encounter, and he starts kind of...
Was it close or far?
I think it's somewhere in between.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he starts kind of acting weird, and knows they're gonna come back, and he gets on the ship and goes off. And then with Hancock, you have a guy who has forgotten what his past is until it's revealed to him. He just knows he has superpowers, and he has kind of a drinking problem and an image problem, causes more harm than good. So this could either be this man was either experimented on by the aliens, given powers, or he is dropped off onto Earth by aliens saying like, hey, you guys raise him, maybe he can do some good. I don't know. I see something spinning in your head.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Okay, so I think the obvious go-to choice here is, so you have a guy who begins having these visions and is like, is a family man. He's going mad, and he's lived a pretty uninteresting life, or not a bad one per se, but just a normal life on Earth. But he always had this sense of like, maybe he's destined for something more. And then all this crazy stuff starts happening. He's seeing visions. He's building a mud mound in his living room, all that good stuff. And he believes that aliens have reached out to contact him, and he needs to go find them. And, he believes these aliens are coming to Earth and doesn't know why or how he's connected. And, we can see sort of what we believe to be a ship coming down. But we find out it is not a ship, or not a ship in a traditional sense, but it is some sort of like dimensional vessel in which the gods of Earth live upon. It's like their Mount Olympus. It's how maybe the Greeks thought of, like they live on top of this Mount Olympus. Well, it's actually like they live kind of on a ship that was so far advanced, and they they lived in the sky, but they are actually like gods of our Earth who have come down, and it's like, and they we've been searching for you for, maybe it's eons, and you've been resting, and you were adopted, but it's only because like these archaeologists found this tomb in the ground, and like they couldn't explain it. He's kind of like a Clark Kent. He's raised by archaeologists or something.
Okay.
And they've come back to Earth to claim him and bring him back to we'll just call it Mount Olympus for sake of argument. And then he's like, "Oh wow, I finally had a sense of belonging or whatever, and like this is so interesting. I can't believe gods exist." And then it's like, "Yep, welcome back. We're happy to have you. Now we need to destroy Earth because they took you from us for so long, and yada yada yada."
Okay.
And then he's just like, "Well, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
My family lives there." And then so he has to like fight the gods, and obviously they're more powerful. He's new to, or maybe he starts, part of him going mad is realizing he's starting to like develop powers, and he's like, how am I this strong? And
Okay.
maybe talking to them sort of unlocks them completely. So now he's, he goes full Star Lord ego when he realizes like, oh, I'm part celestial or whatever the fuck he is. I forget what he was called. Um, and so he's fighting them and he's losing, and then he realizes like, wait, I have a family. And then he does some sort of magical god stuff. His family unlocks powers, and then boom! Now there's this big battle, and then they become the new gods of the planet after they defeat the old guard, and now they rule. Not rule over Earth, but now they still like live their normal life. Maybe it's like maybe being a god isn't everything it's cracked up to be, but they still have that sweet dope ass house in the sky that they can go to anytime they want, and everyone lives happily ever after. Or maybe they go like, oh well, now that we've stop them from destroying Earth. This place isn't for us anymore. Maybe everyone's found out their secret. Now they go off and explore the universe as gods. I don't know how that affects the planet if you kill all the
Yeah.
gods,
Uh-huh.
but
Uh-huh.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
It's a little bit
I think we've been watching too much
Shazam.
Invincible, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, so I did have the thought of they dropped him on this planet to wipe us out or completely decimate the population. But in the process of him coming to Earth, he's lost all of his memories, and so he's just been the hero of the planet. He's a good guy, maybe troubled where like Hancock doesn't know anything about his past, but then they send him a signal or whatever, and kind of like, hey, we're coming back. It's been a couple of years. We're gonna do an evaluation to see if you've done your job, and like what the fuck, man? You were supposed to like either enslave them, kill them, do something. That's what we do here. And he's just like, oh, I don't know. I've had memory loss this whole time, and I think just him fighting against the other aliens, it's kind of boring. We do what the Super Mario Brothers movie do, and you when Bowser, you think he's gonna turn good, and he just goes, ah, fuck it, I'll go back to evil. And you're like, oh yeah, wait, hold on, things are kind of, it's coming all back to me. Yeah, fuck these guys, and then and he's just a bad dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's certainly a route you could go, but what's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the lesson he
Mm-hmm.
learns there? What's the thing that switches him over? Is it just like the only thing keeping me from destroying the Earth was the fact that I never had any superpowers. Like the second I got him, it's like, or he's beginning of the movie, he's driving in traffic and someone cuts him off. It's like, God damn it, I wish that guy would just fucking die or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And it's like, it just goes back to work, but it's like, nope. The second you give me powers, I will destroy this planet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is awoken something in me that was always there. Just couldn't like call upon because I was a normal guy.
Okay, hold on. All right, I'm just, I don't know how good this is as a this meets that of these, but my mind is just now racing with ideas. So
Go for it.
how about the aliens come to Earth and they sprinkle us with dust or something, and they said like there's gonna be 10 of you, 6 of you, however many, you're gonna get powers, and it's kind of a test. What do you do with it? Or we're warning you. Following us is the world ender motherfucker badass Hancock type guy. He's a singular guy, and he's hell bent on destroying weaker worlds. Uh, we got our asses handed to us because we weren't ready. We don't want to see that happen to anybody else. So the aliens put a dust, and if some people on the planet, if they have this specialty gene, superpowers will awake. And like you got about a year to get good because he's going to come here and he's going to destroy everything. And so now you have this group of 4 to 10 people, and I'm not sure. Like, what do you want to do? Do you want 10 superheroes in your movie, or do you want to just be like 4 plucky teens?
Well, it's just funny. It's like this being is coming to Earth, and you have a year to prepare, and you have maybe 4 people. It's like you're describing the plot of the Fantastic Four movie.
Oh shit!
Galactus is coming. You have some time to
Yeah,
prepare. What are we
but
gonna
the
do?
Silver Surfer didn't give them their powers.
No.
Okay.
I mean, keep going with it.
Well, and it was just like, well, who gives it? You know, if it's you and Rush Limbaugh happen to have that same gene, it's like, well, is Rush Limbaugh going to do the same good as you are? Or is it going to be like, well, I'm going to, as soon as that guy gets here, I'm going to team up with him and I'm going to help him take you over? Um, it is Fantastic Four. God damn it.
Gotcha. I mean, I do think. I mean, not we're getting off track from Close Encounters and Hancock, but I do think that I'm not sure if it's a movie I'd want to see just because I'm so tired
It's
of.
pretty basic, yeah.
No, let me finish. Where it's just like part of me is like, oh, wouldn't it be kind of fun if we saw a superhero movie? It's like, what if we got a Republican, a Democrat, a trans person, a red, like just like every sort of like hot topic sort
Okay.
of like stereotype whatever,
Mhm.
and then gave them all superpowers and made them forced to work as a team. Like what kind
Ah.
of crazy comedy would that?
They would all
It'd just be
go
like a
bad.
nightmare, and I
They
know
would
it would
all
be a
turn
terrible
bad.
movie
Yeah.
that would just come
That
on.
sounds like a Daily Wire sort of
yeah,
thing.
it just it's not a movie I would think would work at all.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind seeing like an SNL sketch about it.
Okay, so maybe why are the aliens always probing our butts? They're finding the perfect person. It's not going to be a butt-based movie. I'm just saying, like, why are they always
Well,
picking
now
us
it
up
is.
and doing weird stuff? Like, maybe they're trying to find the perfect genetic code
Hmm.
to give powers to. I don't know, like, why do they need them? That's why, like, maybe yours is better
Of
because
course it is. It's mine.
it and it stays a little closer to Hancock where like they were gods and okay, well there was a part in Hancock where Charlize Theron shows up
Yeah.
and they do a weird thing like when they're together, she says like their powers go away and the only reason why they had their powers is because they were split up. Something to do. Does that sound familiar at all?
Yeah, there's something. I don't know if they go. I haven't seen the movie since it came out.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. Um, but I mean, obviously they fought and stuff, and they had their powers when they fought. I don't remember. Like there was something to them being together that like made something happen. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't know what it was.
Hmm.
But if you have something, pitch it to me. I mean, you could certainly add the romance element to it of like another female. And maybe like he doesn't come down as like a baby or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he just comes down as like a full grown man and his like memory's gone and he sort of like rebuilt his life
Yeah.
over the past few years. And it's like it's been 10 years he's been on Earth and he's gotten married and. But now here comes this person's like, oh, you're here. We thought you were dead or whatever. I'm your wife. It's like, what? Now he's got to deal with
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
element to it. On top, it's like, do I, you know, I mean, maybe he starts remembering things from his past, where it's like, oh yeah, I do like this person, or I remember loving this person, but I also love this like passionate warrior person who's like not afraid of mass murder. Where like my wife is this kind, empathetic person who I've come to love. Do I go with them who I truly am versus the person I am now? And you kind of have that thing going for you. And then obviously, of course, he chooses his,
Yeah.
Earth wife
Mm-hmm.
who like grounds him
Mm-hmm.
figuratively and literally. And then he just like starts fighting, the Eternals or whatever.
When you said it grounds him literally, I was just thinking like a kid superhero, but his parents are normal, and the movie's called like Grounded, and it's like no flying anymore, or like no more doing superhero stuff
Oh,
until your homework is done.
that's
You're
good.
grounded, and it's like he's not allowed. And like maybe it's he has to wear like instead of like an ankle monitor or whatever, he has something that like takes away his powers that his
Mhm.
parents are in control of, and so it like maybe it's a world of superheroes and stuff and like hey we're gonna go fly over to France for the weekend. Like, sorry, can't use my powers. I'm grounded.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, we're throwing out this movie and we're doing Grounded, the kid
Grounded.
superhero story.
Kid superhero. So it's like a Sky High sort of thing.
Yeah,
Um, but so
it's
what's better?
Sky High meets Brightburn.
Yeah, like do you do one superhero kid or do you do everybody's got powers or at least some people have powers?
uh, you you go either way. I think it might be interesting if there was like other superheroes. He's new to his powers, but maybe he has a thing where like his power keeps him from aging, so he will kind of for always be a kid
Mm-hmm.
or like appear to be a kid, even though maybe he's 1,000 years old
Sure.
or
He's like a
whatever.
vampire
Sure.
almost.
So he has to like kind of keep up the charade of having parents, or maybe he's like going. Maybe it's kind of like a Let Me In meets Sky High, where like every couple
Mm.
years he has to like leave his parents, find new parents, sort of like
Mm-hmm.
take up. Does he? I don't see if he's a hero, he wouldn't kill the old ones, but like
Yeah.
he has to watch his parents die over and over again, which I think that's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
Um, Sort of like keep his secret identity as this kid, you know Superman, Superboy, whatever. And then I
And
don't know where
like
you go from there.
yeah,
It's
why do
like
you hide it? Keep why does he gotta keep pretending to be a kid? Why can't he just be a super kid? And it's like, what are you gonna do? Come get me? I'm a super kid. But like maybe his powers aren't as strong as like a Superman.
but oh yeah, that, or like he still wants to like live a normal life, and if everyone
Yeah, but how many
knows
times do you do that before you just go, fuck it. I'm just gonna come out to the world and be Superman.
Yeah, I don't know. We can make it work. There's something to it. It's really not about the superhero stuff. It's about
Hmm.
here's a kid who has to keep finding new parents and watching his parents age and die while he stays young,
And he's
and
gotta stay
and
grounded.
yeah,
He's grounded because he's a kid and he's in trouble. He's grounded, he can't fly, but he's got to stay grounded mentally.
yeah, and maybe there's something where he's like he doesn't really seem mature, even though he's like hundreds of years old or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like having these parents who are Earthlings sort of really do keep me grounded, and sometimes they do act as my parents, and sometimes I've had good ones that have steered me wrong, and I've made mistakes as a hero, and I've had good ones that have helped me do the right thing, and it's kind of more like and they have to do this. Maybe they do ground him and say like no TV for a week while you superhero, and it's like, oh man, and it's
Hmm.
like, well, why would I have to listen to you?
Yeah.
I'm an adult, but at the same time, maybe there is something to like he likes that structure.
Hmm.
So I don't know what that means for him as like a psychologically.
Yeah.
That would be more of a therapist answer, but I don't know. There's something there,
Yeah. It's like
or
the.
maybe he gets to a certain point, and like every 20, 30 years or whatever, is sort of like his mind reverts back a little bit,
Mm.
and maybe he's like was experimented on by the government, and so he keeps like after the 20 years or whatever as a kid, he his brain sort of like reverts back and then doesn't remember his parents before, so the government has to give him new parents to raise him,
Mm.
and sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad, or not bad, but I don't know. There's something there.
Yeah. Like I had a thought of, he a rapid aging sort of thing. Like teenager is his long window. He grows to that pretty quickly, stays there for a bit, then it's a rapid growth to death.
Hmm.
And then it's like back into an egg, and then he hatches again and he's a baby. And it's like, okay, now you pass it off to another set of parents. I don't know. But there's something just something to name
Just from the
alone.
name grounded and the concept, we're
Yeah.
throwing this in the titles.
Yeah, this is we're
We went off. We went off.
we
course.
went off. But that's
So
what this is.
Let's go back. We'll keep grounded, but let's go back. And so, let's say, guy fights gods who they thought were aliens at first to save Earth. What are we calling this? Hancock meets the Close Encounters.
Heaven on earth, up and away, like fallen sun. Like they're getting their son over to Earth like a Jesus figure.
What about we call it like From the Sky? Because it kind of has like an alien element. Like you can have the poster where there's like you have the stars and stuff like that, and like kind of like from an Earth shot or whatever. And you think like, oh, the aliens, they came from the sky. The gods, they came from the sky. This main character came from the sky. So you just call it From the Sky, and it has like a vague sort of thing where you're like, from the poster and the tagline, oh, you think it's an alien story, but it's not. It's actually a superhero god story.
What about From Above instead of From the Sky?
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
From above, so below. Let's go from above.
From Above. Okay.
From above and grounded. There you go. We got 2 mediocre movies.
Yeah, someone could flesh that out. Someone can make it work. Okay, well, I wanted to use something else, but I just felt like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna use it this time. See how it works. All right, you got a new movie, Steve?
I do.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Child's Play.
Widows.
Widows? What the fuck is Widows?
It's that movie with the 4 women who become bank robbers after their husbands.
Oh,
Like they were like their husbands like died or went to prison.
I hate that you use a random app instead of something that like you would be passionate about.
Well, I was passionate about the concept of like female bank robbers. I've never actually
Widows?
seen that movie. No,
that's lame.
but that's all we need, though.
Just the most basic of concepts.
Sometimes.
Okay, we'll try it.
And if you need me to pick another one, we can pick another one.
I just think if you use a generator app, let it be something you've seen.
But normally I do.
Okay, so tell me about Widows, Steve.
Widows is a story of 4 women whose husbands are arrested or killed after a bank job goes wrong, and the criminal organization who want that money, or maybe the husband stole the money. Doesn't matter. The husbands are out of the picture, and now the crime lord is like, hey, your husbands are gone. You owe us money. Get us money, or you're dead. And so they have to become bank robbers to pay off their husband's debt.
Okay. Who's in this?
Cynthia Erivo.
Okay.
And Daniel Kaluuya is the I think main bad guy.
Okay.
And others.
I'm thinking of Elizabeth Moss. Is Elizabeth Moss in this?
I think she might be. Give me 1 second. Oh, my phone died.
We're in your house.
Damn it!
I'll look it up. All right, we got Viola Davis, Michelle Rodriguez, Liam Neeson, John Barenthal, Elizabeth Debicki, Carrie Coon, Robert Duvall, Colin Farrell, Brian Tyree Henry, Daniel Kaluuya. Okay. All right.
Stacked cast.
Yeah, pretty good cast. 6.8 on IMDb.
Pretty sure Steve McQueen directed it.
Steve McQueen did. I remember this getting not great reviews, though.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty just okay.
Or maybe I'm thinking, what's The Kitchen? Do you know what the
Kitchen?
I think that's what it's called.
Who's in it? Don't tell me when you pull it up. Unless it is The Kitchen.
It is called The Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
It's Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish. This is Elizabeth Moss, Donald Gleason.
See, when you said The Kitchen, it made me think of The Heat with Melissa McCarthy.
No, this is the wives of New York gangsters in Hell's Kitchen in 1970s continue to operate their husbands' rackets after they're locked up in prison. Very
close. Similar.
Okay.
Well, good thing you didn't pick that one. That would have been embarrassing.
That would have been weird. It's just called Widows in the Kitchen. Okay, so
Hang on.
Okay, now you're cooking here.
Hear me out. No, okay. So
And then
what is a Child's Play?
Child's Play. The story of Chucky. Everybody knows Chucky. You have a serial killer. He's getting cornered by the cops. He puts his soul into a good guy doll using this amulet, and then his soul goes into the doll, and the doll starts terrorizing the woman who buys it for her son. Uh, and many sequels of varying quality.
I think. Well, it's definitely gonna be a horror movie now.
I don't know for sure. It could be. I could see it being
You're not
a
gonna pitch a
comedy.
horror movie?
No. I'm just saying. I can see a comedy of like these four women who have to rob a bank. How they do it? They turn themselves into toys to sneak in, and it's like a silly
That's
thing.
not where I was going with this at all. Okay, so here's my pitch: is that so you have maybe a group of moms who all meet through their children being in a cancer ward or something like that. Like
Oh.
all their children are near death, and they all are in a support group, and they're talking about it, and they're like devastated, and they're all running out of money, and they're like, if our children have any chance, like we need to get money, and there's nothing we can do. So it's like, well, what if we start like they're considering like robbing banks? It's like, oh, banks are too. It's like, but through whatever character, they find out it's like, oh, well, I know this guy who might have a job for us who says he can get me a lot of money, and maybe by being women it gives them an in somehow, or maybe it has nothing to do with it. We can discuss that later. But basically, that oh, I need you to go in and steal this ancient doll or like this special. They only made one of this toy or whatever. It's in this building. Yada yada yada. You steal this for me, and I'll give you the money for your kid's cancer treatment or whatever. So they go in, they steal the toy. It's a fucking weird toy. Um, they take it in, and then as they are like once they escape, it's like, all right, tomorrow we're gonna go to the drop off and give it to him. But what's that on the news? The crime lord who like gave him the job, like they see he's been gunned down or whatever. So like, all right, so what do we do? Like we have to try and sell this thing, and they're like, well, we'll keep it at my house. And then things start happening. It then becomes either a murderous toy or starts possessing a bunch of toys or whatever.
Okay.
And it has like this entity inside of it, and you find out the guy who died was actually like not a crime lord per se, but like a demon worshiper who wanted this toy to like bring back Beelzebub or
Okay.
you know, Bagul or whatever fucking demon entity you want. And so
Mhm.
now it's these like four women who are like dealing with this thing, and maybe it's even just like, yeah, I'm a crazy toy, but I'm actually like a demon in this fucking thing, and if I can save your children if you do this deal with me,
Oh.
then it's like, then that can be something else. But that's where my
Okay.
thought process
Okay.
went.
Ooh, the idea of like women making a deal with the devil to save their children in a cancer ward is pretty cool.
Thank you.
I like that idea. I mean, it doesn't really have anything to do with a toy. Like if you just take that core idea of them making a deal. Um,
Well, I mean, we have like the Annabelle stuff, and we have Chucky, but those, as far as I can think of, are only like two murderous
I mean, there's
dolls.
Doll Master or Puppet Master, um, but they're not scary. They're stupid as shit.
You could argue Jigsaw, but that's not really a thing.
Yeah, I
That's a
mean that's
guy
not a
with
living.
that's a guy with a toy.
Yeah, he has a toy. Okay. So like my first thoughts were something about these four women hate their husbands because they are bad dudes, whether it's crime or not, and they decide that they want to kill them, and they set up something like maybe it was a potluck or whatever, and they're gonna feed all their husbands poison or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, but their souls get resurrected into something like a toy or maybe multiple toys,
Ooh, okay.
and they're like, we need to get revenge on our wives. So maybe the women are bad because it'd be kind of fucked up if the women are victims, they kill their husbands to get out of a bad situation, and then they turn around and kill them. That doesn't make for a good movie. But like or it could be the men kill the women, and the women possess the toys, and now they got to get revenge on their men
Yeah, there's
as
something there in terms of
dolls.
like, these men are now in charge of raising the children. It's like I can't let this motherfucker raise this kid.
Hmm.
But then like now you have this nice emotional heart to it of just like, the kid connecting with this toy that he loves so much, and
Yeah.
it's the only way that they can be together. It's
Uh-huh.
like,
It's
do
like a
I
Mrs. Doubtfire
like
almost.
or like do I reveal myself as a toy, or do I do I watch over him while he sleeps, kill his dad, like that kind of thing, where like I can never show him that I'm a living toy,
Yeah. But
but
then where does my kid go if I'm stuck as a toy?
she just keeps killing anyone until they find a good home for him.
Or yeah,
Uh,
like if we're still doing like four women, because I think like you could probably make that work with
with
one.
one of them, sure.
Yeah, but if you do the
One of them stays a toy, the other three go to the great beyond.
or three of them say like we need to stay human because we can't all be toys, but one of us, whoever draws the short straw, gets to be the toy, and that toy has to kill all their husbands.
Hmm.
But if they're all toys, it's like, oh, they're all dead. Now what? Shit, we're gonna get thrown in out of goodwill or something, or incinerated. Like, I guess it depends on what type of toy they are. But I like the idea of women getting revenge on bad dudes. Or even if you want to do the mobster thing, their husbands were good guys. They had to do whatever it takes. They got involved with bad guys. The bad mobster takes them out and like, well, the only way we know how is witchcraft. Maybe there are like three of them are normal suburban type
Hmm.
moms, but one's a little weird or has a goth
There's one,
daughter.
there's one in each crew. It's like, I'm the getaway driver. I'm the tech person.
Uh-huh.
I'm the muscle. I'm the witch. It's like, wait, what? Who invited this bitch?
Like I could see it as a comedy where it's like, well, my daughter's been wearing a lot of dark clothes and black lipstick lately, and they have to refer to her to like, understand the Necronomicon, and it's a silly, goofy thing where they're
Mm.
possessing different household items, and it's like wackiness to get revenge.
I think it would be kind of reductive and a little bit offensive to women, but like it would be kind of funny if like, you know, the ghost of a woman came back and started using like, you wanted,
Dishwashers and
yeah, it's
stuff.
like you wanted me in the kitchen. Well, now I am, and it's like killing them with like kitchen objects,
Uh-huh.
or like, drowning them in the sink and
Uh-huh.
all that
And
stuff, or
like stabbing them, and it's like, oh, you stained the carpet, and then like pouring bleach all over them. Yeah,
yeah,
probably not the best
no,
route to go.
it's definitely like a '90s
Uh-huh.
thing, I think, but there's maybe an SNL sketch.
Yeah.
There you go. We're just pitching SNL sketches at this point
If
for
it
things
doesn't
that like
work,
we can't make
if it
anymore.
doesn't work as a movie, it's an SNL sketch.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so let's take it back for a second.
Yeah,
With some fun ideas here. Let's go. Well, I mean, the main thing with Widows is a heist.
a heist. Yeah.
So let's keep it with the heists.
Okay.
So we'll go heisting, or maybe it's like, okay.
I just kind of bouncing off what you said. They pull a heist and they're like, you're gonna get all these safety deposit boxes,
Mm,
and they get them all and they're all filled with money. But one of them, it's got like a crazy amulet in it,
mm,
and they discover that whoever wears the amulet can transform into a doll, or it's like their soul gets put into something,
mm.
and they use that to do their bidding, and then they take it off, and then one of the other ones can do it. They're not stuck or possessed in a thing.
Okay.
This is a magic thing that gives you a power, but maybe there is a you could only have it on for 24 hours, otherwise you get stuck in that thing. And they use this power to gather information on this crime boss, get revenge for their dead husbands who got caught up in a thing. And you can't have that ticking clock of, I gotta take this off, but I'm in the back seat of the car. They'll see me. I'll just, like I'll appear, and like, or I'm stuck being this mop and bucket, well, whatever it is, this tea kettle.
Wonder Twin Powers activate. Form up. Bucket.
And so you have the heist element, you get the possession of an object thing, you can still have murdery sort of stuff. You got crime, mob boss, revenge for husbands, like you get a little bit of both. but you don't have to stick with we're all in toys, we're all
Yeah.
possessing things. Everybody gets a shot at it, and maybe one's better than the other, and one's kind of embarrassed, and they start using it for maybe things that they shouldn't, spying on their kids. I think my son and daughter are hooking up. Well, I don't know why I went there. I think one of my kids is having sex.
Our son and daughter are hooking up with other people.
Yes, that's kind of what I meant. Like, I didn't want to say, oh, my daughter is hooking up or my son's hooking up. It's like, pick either one.
Yeah.
My child may be having premarital sex, and I want to check in on that. But then they're stuck in the room watching their kid rail someone else and go like, ugh, I can't close my eyes because I have teddy bear eyes and they're open forever. And then like they force themselves to like fall over, so they're looking down.
Yeah.
You know, see, there could be a comedy
All
here.
right. Definitely, we've gone all over the place with this one too.
Yeah.
Let's. I'll go with the comedy on this one because we don't do enough comedies. We just mostly do like genre shit.
Yeah, it can still be bloody and
I mean, it's
and
still
stuff.
genre. I guess.
It's like Chucky is funny, especially in the
Yeah.
later movies. He does some very funny stuff. So I think seeing small a small teddy bear or whatever sort of thing they want to possess killing people could be funny. And then that way you could do a dishwasher if you wanted to, that's spraying hot water,
Yeah.
or someone is a Tonka truck. You could do a little bit of everything.
It's a shame Child's Play is called Child's Play, not just like Chucky, because Child's Play is such like a good title.
Yeah, that's a great title.
Such a
Yeah.
good title. And it could fit into so many scenarios
Mhm.
where like all you really need
That'd
is
be a fun game of take a title of a movie and remake it based off just the title alone. Can't have any elements.
there's our new segment.
That's a new segment. All right.
All right. So what is our heist toy /
Possession
comedy called?
slash revenge thriller. Kid tested, mother approved.
What if we call it? Maybe so the toys are like kind of how like maybe it's not necessarily about like this creepy toy, but maybe it's like like Labubu's are kind of creepy, but this toy is all the rage right now. They're super hard to get, and they're kind of like some people are like, oh, well, they're collector's items. You don't take it out of the box or whatever, and you just call it prized possessions.
Okay.
And so it's like you have the possession in the title.
Okay.
It's a prized item that they're heisting /
Sure.
getting for their children that they're also using to kill people.
Okay.
So prized possession. It's
Okay.
like kind of funny, play on words. And then the tagline is
To me, that seems like there's a competition involved, like soapbox racing, and you turn into it so you could get first place would be like I don't know. It's a good title. It's a good title, but I think there's something better.
well, you got something, hit me with it, but I think it covers the bases. I'll sit over here and hang on. Well, if we're leaning into like a death element or murdery element to it, you just go something like, this toy's out of the box to put you in one. Kind of like,
That tagline-y.
yeah, tagline one.
Yeah.
Like, if we sat down and came up with a name for the toy, you could also just name the movie after that toy.
Yeah.
But,
Just trying to think, like, moms are like, pick up your toys and clean up your room, and then
Yeah.
that's generally a toy thing. Chores.
instead of playtime, you call it play crime.
Okay. I don't
It's-
mind that.
Now, it only really works like if you have like the title playtime up there, and then you have that thing where you like take a crayon or something, or like a kid's marker, and you cross it out and like put
Yeah.
because then it's like
Yeah.
play
Play
crime.
crime. What the fuck is that?
But it could theoretically work.
Yeah.
You just have to have that in the in the marketing. Playtime's over. Play crime has just begun.
Okay.
I like prized possessions, but there's my other pitch.
No, I don't have anything coming to me, and I know in editing this, I'm gonna just be like, Steve, I got the perfect one. But we'll go prize possessions.
Okay.
It's the only one that truly works.
Well, it could be like a Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat kind of thing, where like you can call it one or the other.
Yeah. And it could like prized possessions if say that mob boss takes their kids and is like, until I get my stuff back, I'm holding your kids. Well, your kids are your prized possessions. And they're possessing different things
Some
and
would
stuff.
argue children aren't your possessions. They're
But it's the
but
phrase.
I know.
So, it could work. It just depends on how the movie shakes out.
Okay.
I like that one better than the first one.
All
I
right.
think that was a fun one. That could be either taken very seriously or very goofy. That was good. All right, let's do a third one.
And my phone's dead, so now I just have to think of a movie, and I'm only gonna think of movies I've already pitched. Let me go into the wells of my soul and disappoint myself.
Widows. Who the fuck picks Widows?
Hey, we had a good one. All that stuff.
Of
You can
all the
complain all you
things.
want, but
Of-
it got us over the hill.
Okay.
Um,
It's like I have one on my list that I've wanted to use for so long, but I know it's a terrible choice and it really limits what to do. Yeah, I don't know if I like this one either. Steve, you got a movie?
I do.
All right. 3, 2, 1, 300.
Clerks. All right.
This is not going to work at all. Clerks in 300.
Tonally, completely opposite.
Different. I mean, I think it has to be a comedy. I don't think you can do this seriously, like unless it's a shop owner in
Sparta.
In Sparta, and it's like, but
I heard your girlfriend sucked 300 dicks.
Yes, they do that
in a row.
Yeah, that's her job. She sucks off the Spartan warriors, and like, yes, I'm congratulating you. What a great girlfriend. So it's like if you take it seriously, of what's it like to own a shop in Sparta during that time? You're not a Spartan warrior. You are just a merchant. Are you looked down upon, even though you're giving a service?
Well, I don't. So the thing about like what makes Clerks is just like the simplicity of basically like two dudes doing a thing they don't want to do, and the sort of like ridiculous conversations they have in their given day. I think there is a thing where you could do like you have two soldiers. We'll just say it's Spartan soldiers, and like they are so tired of like doing the Spartan shit because it's hard work. It's like, hey man, we barely survived training in the fucking woods when we were like they tossed us out when we were like 8 years old, and you kind of just like make fun of like it's just two guys making fun of the culture and like how ridiculous this is and how much training they have to do, and it's like, man, I wasn't even supposed to be here today. It's like today was my Spartan day off.
I'm picturing like year one where like, oh, they're cavemen, but it's kind of very modern in the way they're speaking.
Oh yeah.
So like completely spoofy comedy.
Yeah, it's not doing Meet the Spartans, but it's taking a scenario of like, oh, it's set in Sparta with these great warriors, and it's just like, I don't really want to do this. And, maybe they have like their commander, Leonidas or whatever, who's like trying to make something out of them. And they're like, and they're not like totally incompetent. Like
so they're still buff and
they're still like buff. It's just like, they just don't like working out though. And one of them's just like, oh yeah, man, I think I just want to like open up my own shop. And maybe that can be the thing is like, how do we get out of this Spartan shit so we can like start our own business? Because I'd much rather sell pottery or like bang a minstrel or whatever it is. And it's kind of like a buddy stoner comedy, but set in Sparta. And it's just like them, or like a big battle, like invaders have come, a big battle's brewing. They're like, we need all soldiers on hand. It's like, and they're stuck between, do we go off and fight and probably die for this like thing we don't believe in, or do we like run and like go hide in Athens and like start our own shop? And maybe there's something there of just,
and then they get found out like there's some Spartans who survived. They stop the impeding doom, and then they see like, wait, where the fuck were you guys? We needed all hands on deck, and you guys bailed. And like, oh, I don't. You're talking about someone else. They got fake mustaches on. Like,
or maybe they run away from the battle of, or like they go to the battle of 300, and they're just like, Dante, run back to Sparta and let them know blah 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 blah, and send reinforcements. We can hold them here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and then he goes, and then he gets in an argument with his best friend, who's like, I'll go with him and make sure he
Yeah.
you don't want to have one guy
And what if he breaks his leg?
yeah, you need someone to back him up. And then something happens where they like run off, and like so their people die, so then like a new party comes after them, and so it's maybe a couple years later they built their life in this place, and they've developed a community of people, and so this new group of like Spartans or who've like gone around, it's like we've come for the traitors and stuff, and now they have to like defend their quick stop
Okay.
with the community, and so they have to like use their Spartan train to train these like other goofball characters like their
Okay.
Jay and Silent Bob to help them defend their
Yeah.
like pottery shop, let's just
Yeah.
call it, because I haven't thought of anything better. And then it's just kind of like this comedy of like, oh, they truly were great warriors.
They were
but
just lazy.
They were just lazy.
Yeah.
And,
But now they're motivated because they're actually defending something that
they care
they
about.
care about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I think that's kind of fun.
Yeah. Hold on to the thought, because I just had this other thing.
Go for it.
If you're doing somewhat of an opposite thing, like where they really want to be Spartan warriors, but they fucking suck,
Maybe they're like the queen's nephews or something, and they're
They-
required to be here, but I'd really rather them just like
and you
get
make-
bit by a snake and die.
One is like a hunchback,
Okay.
and then one's maybe just like too skinny. Or maybe that's the Jay and Silent Bob. It's the hunchback and the leper. And
they're like the guy who like hands out the spears, and then like who like cleans out the toilets,
Yeah.
or like the shit pots or whatever.
they're the towel boys.
Yeah, it's like if we do a good job, they'll let us into the army. And then like the Dante Randall characters, like they're in it, but they're like the bottom of the barrel cadets or whatever.
Mhm.
And so like they're kind of like we think these guys are kind of annoying, but like we're the only people who are like nice to them. I think that would be a fun thing.
And then like after their whole squad is wiped out, it's just the four of them left. Two good Spartan warriors who are sympathetic to these two guys who will never be Spartan warriors because of their deformities, and then like they gotta huff it back to whoever's in charge to warn about an impending doom.
Yeah. You lose. I mean, you have the clerk characters, but you lost the clerk element to it.
Sure,
but
sure,
I'm okay
sure.
with it. We're just spitballing.
We're spitballing.
So what?
Because can't you just see like, a hunchback like doing Jay's dances and stuff out there?
Drinking mead. They drink mead in Sparta, right?
Sure, I guess.
Drinking wine. That Spartan love. Oh, we go.
Yeah, it's like, are we gonna be doing like modern references?
No, I don't think you do modern. I mean, you can sort of like. I just don't want to lean too much like Meet the Spartans.
Sure.
This is
like, I guess
like you said, year one is more accurate.
you could have, if someone was talking about football and what was that, like Deflategate or something, like the balls were, they're talking about some sport event that sounds like you're talking about something that actually happens, but you don't use real names. I mean, you could like you take the name Tom Brady, but turn it into a Greek name.
Sure, yeah. What do we call this movie? Like it was a Clerks thing. You'd make it. You'd have it like 300, but there'd be a period behind the three. Like it's like a $3 thing at like the store, but that doesn't really make much sense.
I don't know what the word for a clerk in that time is called. Shopkeep.
Yeah.
Shoppy. Merchant. Yeah.
Well, if you call one of them Randall, you call it like sword instead of sword and sandals, sword and Randall. That'd be kind of funny. I got it. Instead of sword and shield, sword and yield.
Okay.
Because they have no intention of yielding, or soar and yield. No, that doesn't work. That's stupid. Yeah. You really need to know the basis.
Yeah, I was like board and yield, but then it's like,
that's good.
But does anybody get the sword and shield when you say board and yield?
Well, you had the poster where they had the red crayon over. Bored and Yield isn't bad, but
Already kneeled, like they gave up. And I'm thinking of like Your Highness.
mhm.
You know, it's a movie very much like that.
I mean, like if it this should be more of a horror version, but there's like something that's like 300. I'm trying to like get something there because like
Uh-huh.
it's like they're dreading
Yeah,
going
but
to
I
like
think if you use the word 300, it's gonna sound like a parody
of
movie.
course, yeah,
It
which you
needs to
can't
kind of
do.
be its own thing. Spartan, more like fartin.
Like that Jack Black spoof in
Oh
Tropic
God,
Thunder.
yeah. Oh wait, the
The
fatties.
fatties, yeah.
That is
I
so
love
funny.
beans.
I was just thinking that at work the whole day. I was just going, more beans.
In some countries, it's considered a compliment.
You're just mad because I'm skinny. The fatties fart too.
Year One, also a Jack Black
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All
Jack
right.
Black just did a 300 spoof on
That's
SNL.
true.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, so we got to cast Jack Black for this. He's basically born to do it.
Yeah, that would have to be the one where he's like gung ho, wants to do it, but he's just overweight. He's too old,
Hmm.
and like, no, you had your time to shine. It's too late.
What if it's something like BC or uh, you don't call it like BC, but like maybe BC is short for Bin Bin
Chill,
Chonkin or
been
something.
chillin',
Bin Chillin, yeah.
been chillin'. You
Uh,
know.
damn. All right. Well, we got to get some sort of title.
Yeah.
I think Board and Yield is maybe our best one.
Okay.
I think the story sounds fun. The title's garbage, but I think there is a movie here I would see.
Oh, Steve.
I got it.
What?
Well, I was just like as a
What? Get on mic. Get on mic.
so while I was briefly away, I thought of a different title because as like a as a placeholder, I was just saying, oh, they're trying to open up a pottery shop, but now we're starting talking about a stoner comedy. Why don't we just call it like Pot Shop and like it makes it sound like it's a pot, marijuana thing, but
Mm-hmm.
really it is them just opening up a pottery shop. But maybe they also like to smoke a little bit of
Yeah, yeah.
ganja.
Like, hey,
So
you want to burn one? Yeah, and then they're just putting a clay pot into the kiln.
that's funny. So let's just call it Pot Shop right now.
Okay. Um. So I was looking at previous This Meets That in my book. I also
Mhm.
have in my phone a list, and looking at it, it went like, oh, X-Men and Sunshine, Idle Hands and Hitman, and then it went companion and flight risk, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on. And I'm looking on the pages, these aren't matching up. What? Why is companion flight risk? We didn't do a This Means That of just one thing. Where are the other ones that go to it? So I looked, and I had forgotten to log some of them in my
Hmm.
thing because we already did 300. It was 300 and Insidious. So now this is twice that I have fucked up like this with it because we do these so infrequently. I forget.
Yeah.
It was just
And my brain can only hold so many. Like I've seen thousands of movies, but I can only recall 30 of them.
and like this isn't as bad as the last one that I used ET 2 times in a row.
Hmm.
This was 2 episodes ago, which was back in last June, and it's April.
We used 300 2 episodes ago.
2 episodes ago.
That's lame.
Yeah, it was called. Hold on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
300 Insidiousness.
300 and Insidious made Night of Blood. So I don't remember.
Oh, I remember Night of Blood.
Okay.
That movie's awesome. This movie that we made up that doesn't exist, but
Yeah.
Night of Blood is fucking dope.
So that's
I like that one that we made.
that's my fault for not properly deleting it off my things to use. So I think we can't end on that. We got to do one more.
Okay.
We got to do 4 on this one. I'm gonna play it a little safer this time.
Is this?
Your phone's dead.
No, I charged it while
Oh,
we were
okay.
doing.
What do you got? 7%?
I was at 25 when I was upstairs. Now I'm at
Okay.
23.
Okay.
So,
So we got to do something better.
Skyline.
Nick, where's Nick?
Never saw Skyline.
We gotta have Nick on a This Meets That episode because whenever we're not gonna record and we're with Nick, it's like, oh fuck it, well let's just drink. Um,
Yeah, it's just I don't know if we've ever like have we ever done a This Meets That in front of him where he's like pitching
no,
ideas?
this is just a
I'm not
you and
talking
me
about
thing.
like on.
No, not
I just mean
even
like ever.
no. And like I'm not saying Nick is an uncreative guy. I just don't see him enjoying doing this.
Yeah.
I could see him making lots of dumb jokes over and over again. um,
All right. Well, I'll just use the first one that came up, but I'm not passionate about it.
that's always a good thing to hear.
But I mean, I've seen it.
Pick an Oscar contender from the Oscars. Something. What was up for Best Picture? I was thinking,
Ooh.
like, what if we did Oscar nominations for Best Picture only? It could be any year that you want, but you had to pick something that was nominated for Best Picture. Does limit the scope, but at least you're dealing with some high quality stuff.
Pretty sure we did This Meets That of it with Marty Supreme.
No,
We didn't?
no.
All right, well, I won't pick that one. Save it for later,
Okay.
since I just revealed it to you.
Remember, I'm going safe, so I'm not going crazy genre stuff like I normally do. So if you also go safe, it may be a little boring. Steve, you have a movie?
I do, Ben, I do.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Saltburn.
Begonia.
Saltburn and Begonia. Okay. Class. You know, the haves and the have-nots.
Indeed.
Infiltrating someone's life.
You know, weird central
Weird,
character.
weird little guys.
Weird little guys, yeah.
Has Jesse Plemons and Barry Keoghan done anything?
No, but it seems like they're ripe to do something.
Yeah. Like a terrorist thing, like a 1970s terrorist thing. Like, I don't know.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I feel like for whatever reason, it's definitely like a period piece of some kind. Not like a period piece like
yeah.
Corinna, like just anything before
Our birth.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, like, you can do the Barry Keoghan's a weird little guy, but he's an alien, and he's infiltrating a rich family. Or you have someone who thinks there's an alien, or this family is a bunch of aliens, and they're trying to infiltrate to expose that, whether they are or aren't. Like, those seem like the two simplest jumping off points.
Yeah. So what you could do is like you have this guy or girl who gets a job for this rich family as, you know, a caretaker or a tutor. It's like
I was thinking tutor.
Yeah, something to like get them into the family and like you know, give them a reason to be around.
And I think tutor's good because if they're the help, they're easily ignored. You want them like knowing about them, become integrated in the family in some way.
Yeah. Holder and high, like I work for them, but I get to leave every day.
Yeah.
Or maybe you have them be like a move-in tutor or whatever.
We're going on vacation, but she has to do her studies. Please come with us.
So you have like the husband who made his fortune in architecture. So this house they're in is like super unique looking.
Okay.
And then the wife, you know, got money and stuff from being an interior designer. There's a lot of like weird objects throughout the house, and they have, you know, at least one child who they need to tutor, but maybe there's other children.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's like, you know, weird extended family. There's one guy who's like a lurch character who's like just way taller than humans should be.
Okay. I'm picturing one of them being like a tech person, multi-screens.
Sure.
I'm in the finance stuff because I'm assuming you're going that the family is aliens.
Yes.
Okay. So it's like I have my fingers on the money of the world and I'm manipulating stocks. But go on.
Yeah. But so they're in this house and they start noticing weird things, like objects are doing things that like they shouldn't do. It's like, oh, I thought this was a vase, but really it starts like spinning and like lighting up in a certain way, and it's like this isn't meant for holding flowers or something like that. And what you discover is like the reason this house looks so unique is because it is actually an alien ship. And you know, it's not interior design, it's just all the like artifacts and like weird things from their planet in here that just kind of look a little bit like other stuff, or have been like decorated to look more human, but really,
I was thinking instead of her being an interior designer, she's an artist. And so you can write off like,
or
this stuff is so weird. You have such a creative mind, but it's actually just alien tech or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you have the brother who's saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm in finance," or whatever. It's like maybe doing stuff to like control the planet, but is also like, "I'm the pilot, and this is the ship that I can
All
take
his
off." All
screens
these
are
screens,
actually just his
yeah.
cockpit.
I guess I don't know, but yeah, they're going through different rooms, and it's like, and maybe this like room has some sort of like teleportation device where she walked in. It's like an all black void space. She's like, "What the fuck is going on
hmm
here?" And then she like goes through another door, and it's like, "Wait, how did I get to my house?"
hmm
And it's
Why
like,
am I in the garden
yeah,
shed when I
like
went into the library?
something's not right here. Maybe you could sort of make it think like, oh, are they demon worshippers? Are they, uh, you know, are they magician? Like you can do a bunch of things like, oh, but then the reveal is they are
They're
aliens.
aliens. Okay.
And then as to, and like the help, they're all humans, but they've been humans that they have, you know, taken over their minds, body snatch, whatever. Um, they're getting humans to use as fuel to power their spaceship so they can go back to their home world. Something along those lines. She discovers that they're aliens and now has to like bring them down before they bring the destruction of Earth. Or maybe they're not even bad people, but they're
hmm
doing like bad things because they need to in order to like keep the ship running or survive or whatever bullshit you want to do.
Yeah. It's morally they're okay in their culture, but it's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of fucked up for us.
Right.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just like she wants to help them get off planet so they like don't fuck up this planet.
Oh,
But I think that's where my head's at.
okay. If the aliens are the bad guys, I just want them. Every alien has a weakness. I think if we're mashing these two up, it's salt. Gives them some salt burns.
Uh,
Just as a little nod. Um, I
but that could be good because salt is often used for like monsters and stuff. Is like don't cross the salt line.
yeah.
But it's like, well, no, like that's all just a bunch of bullshit. Like vampires can cross salt or whatever it is,
hmm
but our alien species like salt, we're like slugs, and then we just dry up really fast. So
Yeah.
we don't like salt.
Yeah.
And the chef's always cooking something like super
Super
bland. It's
bland.
like, you
Yeah.
guys like this food? It's fucking disgusting. There's
Uh-huh.
no seasoning
Like,
on
oh,
it.
you want to go to the beach? We're not really ocean people.
Yeah.
And when they say them like getting clean, they have to like do like sand baths or something because or it's like it's salt is just everywhere. And so they have to scrub it off them. Or every time she touches something, it's like, we're a little salty. You see the housekeeper come by and is like cleaning up everywhere
Mm.
that she sits or touches a glass, and she thinks like, oh, is this a race thing? Are they being,
Yeah,
it,
the little boy that they're teaching is like always covered up and like wearing
yeah.
gloves and stuff. And one time
She goes to hug him,
and just
puts
like
her
he
cheek up
reacts
against, and he
and
like freaks out and runs
yeah.
away. Yeah. Okay.
You could do some stuff
Yeah.
like make it seem kind of horror esque, but really it's
hmm
all
It's
you know
just a biological thing. They
yeah
just don't like salt. Okay, so what my thought of doing it the opposite way. The Barry Keoghan character is the alien. He's trying to get in good with this family. I'm not. Let me just work it out. I don't know the big picture
sure
yet because I thought of the scene where Barry Keoghan sucks up the bathwater.
sure
Okay, so I can see
collecting
like
DNA
an alien
samples.
doing that because the more he takes in, the more he maybe starts looking like a human, or not necessarily human, looking like the sun. So
Hmm.
he can take the place, or maybe it's a woman and is like, hooking up with him, but is just collecting his DNA. So she
Hmm.
can either clone him, change herself, and just has to like somehow get into the family, replace someone from the family, because by the end of Saltburn, he's killed everyone or made them leave the family. I don't know why an alien wants to do this unless it's like a different alien. Like say it's two different aliens and they like but they're the bad guy aliens. They're the bad guy aliens on Earth and they're doing bad guy stuff. And this is a good guy alien. His species has been like wiped out, and he even is gonna integrate into this family. They're hiding as humans. He's also gonna hide as human. He's gonna take them down from the inside. Um, I don't know how it, how it all works, but
It's the green Martians, the white Martians from
yeah, yeah, yeah,
DC.
yeah. They're-
See, I would say, okay, if you're going to go that route where you have Barry Keoghan being the alien who infiltrates this home, I would think that he only does that because maybe
He's stranded.
he's stranded and these people, like, their money comes from archaeology or unique finds or whatever. And there's something in this house that he
He needs to
needs
get to contact
to
his people.
get like he has his ship, but his ship can't function because it lost this piece. He goes there,
Special jewel for
gets
gas.
yeah, gets this piece or whatever, so he can get on a ship and take off. And that's like the big twist is that he's an alien.
Hmm.
And because the whole movie you're just like, what the fuck is this weird guy doing?
Yeah.
Like licking up cum from the bottom of a tub or whatever, like licking period blood off of people, all that weird shit. Um, no kink shaming. But it's really just alien stuff in order to
Yeah,
do what he's
like
got to do.
I need to get into this room. I need the combination to the door. If I, get some DNA from this person, I get a little bit of their memories. And so it's like, ooh, there's a four. I know there's a four in that combination. Still has to keep doing that because, you're not going to know everything from someone from one guzzle of cum, You're gonna need to suck a few
Speak for
more.
yourself, brother.
So it's like, maybe that's the reason is like I can get information from them by like he shakes their hand and when they're not looking, he starts like licking it
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
just like okay, they had oatmeal for breakfast. Fuck, that's it. Okay, I got to do
Or maybe
more.
there could even be a scene where they have like an aunt, or maybe the mom is like a renowned like therapist or something like that. And it's like, well, this guy's like, maybe we should have him around. He's kind of weird. He seems kind of dead behind the eyes.
Hmm.
He's got strange behavior. He like doesn't seem to have regard for like living things. Maybe she watches him like crush a mouse or something like that, or
Hmm.
like strangle a dog. I don't know. Like you can keep this person around or
Yeah, yeah,
whatever. But the son is just they met in college and they're really really close.
yeah.
Whatever the fuck it is. To sort of like kind of
He's
explain
weird, but maybe I can help him.
some of this behavior, and they're just like, this kid might be like a serial killer psycho, uh, but he's not. I mean, he might not have a regard for human life, but that's just because he's not human. That's the
Hmm.
thing. So,
Yeah. Um. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like he's gotta get the thing. Now, if he's an alien, he's got to get the thing. Are we gonna make the rich people the bad guys? And
no, I
like,
think the rich people are essentially innocent. Like they just didn't know what they had,
okay,
but maybe this thing that they do have is like a family heirloom, so that's why it's so important to them, and it's
yeah.
so hard to get to. Like,
Hmm.
at one point, maybe after he's built the family's trust a little bit, or he's friends like with the Jacob Elordi character. The Jacob Elordi character is like, hey, let me show you something, and it's like,
Hmm.
check out this cool thing. Like, oh yeah, my dad's an archaeologist. This is his most prized possession. He keeps it locked up, and that's sort of. He was never supposed to see this thing, even though he always knew it was there.
Hmm.
But it's just like it's all just a ploy to like get closer to this
Yeah.
piece.
If they're good people like hypothetically he came to them and said, I can't leave this planet unless I have this thing. And if they are good people, like I would think they would understand and maybe give it to him. So I think there needs to be, even if they're good, there has to be a reason that they absolutely would not give it to him. Like say it is like this weird diamond thing, and when they shoot lasers through it, they have this like global communication sort of thing that's faster than anybody else. Like we're able to do stock trading around the world quicker because the information takes a while to go everywhere and ours is more instantaneous. Like if we don't have this, we lose our fortune. This thing has to be it's running our computer systems somehow.
See, I think you go something simpler where it's just from uh, either you do two things. One, an alien comes to the door, as a human, they don't know it's an alien, and says, "Hey, you have this thing of mine. I know you have it, and I would like it back. It's not yours." And then they're, kind of rich assholes about it. It's like, and they can say like, "Well, we don't have it. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have it." It's like, no, 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 I know you have it. Like,
I
saw you.
can sense
I
it.
can sense it. I saw you take it, and they're like, "Who do you work for?" Blah blah blah. And then maybe they kill that alien, and so the other one who's left behind, because maybe they're the only two survivors of their crash or
Sure.
whatever, or after coming to this planet, the bacteria on this planet killed everybody else except for these
Hmm.
two. And so the other one's like, well, okay, these people are bad, even though in the grand scheme of things, like they're not really that bad. I mean, they shouldn't murder a
Yeah,
stranger.
but maybe he pulled out his ray gun on them and said, "Give me the fucking Gleep Glop machine," and they're like, "Okay, fine, come on in." Whack him over the head with a candlestick,
Yeah.
and it's like, "Shit, we just killed it." If it does shapeshift or whatever, it turns back into an alien. Like, fuck, what did we do? We can't let anybody know. This is bad news. And so then the other aliens in the bushes, like zip
I
zap.
gotta play the long game. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like either it kills the first one, and he knows like I can't trust these people. To me, they are bad. Or you have the one alien. He goes the first time in a different like human skin.
Mm-hmm.
They basically tell him to fuck off, and then he's like, all right, I gotta come up with a new plan, and then he plays the long game. So it's like
Sure.
not necessarily that they kill the first one. It's just like, well, no, we're rich, it's ours, and you have no
Mm-hmm.
you have no proof that it's your whatever it is. Go fuck yourself. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, well now I need to infiltrate the house because
Yeah.
I don't have like these things don't have any other abilities other than maybe like they can shapeshift or
Yeah.
whatever. Um, so
But I would like the rich people to be the bad guys just because in Saltburn he eliminates everybody. So if we did have a pair of
I
aliens,
still think he can still eliminate them, but I'm just saying like they're not inherently bad people. It's
mm-hmm,
because like from the context of Saltburn, none of them are like monsters,
sure,
correct? It's just like
yeah,
they're rich in his way
that's
to
true,
his
yeah,
the house that he wants.
yeah.
Um, but I'm sorry, continue.
No, I was just thinking like if we had that second one, like see discovering his partner's dead body and like I gotta take these fuckers out. They're the worst, but maybe they did kill them as an accident. Like
Mhm.
I hit him over the head to stop him because he was lunging at me with a crazy look in his eye.
Yeah,
And
he like burst the. It was like I know it's in here, and burst the door, and they try to stop, and the police weren't there.
yeah, and the butler
He was going, yeah, 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 yeah.
hits him and stuff, and they're like, "Okay, we're gonna cover this up," and like we don't know what the fuck is going on. And the other alien is like, "I have to get revenge as well as get home because these people are so bad." Like we're not bad, but you burst into our house asking for the Gleek Clot machine, and that's our family heirloom. Well, yeah, and they can be as simple as it's been in our family for 5,000 years. We can trace it back, and you
It's
know,
such a long time.
whatever, and it's given luck to our family over the generations. We lost it one time, and that's why the fire or the earthquake in Chicago happened. Like they're so superstitious about it. It can be any sort of thing like that. So I like both ways of doing it. Family's aliens or the outsider's an alien.
Uh, well, let's go with the outsider as an alien because it's more.
Because Barry Hogan looks like he could be an alien
Sure.
in a man suit.
Uh, and I feel like tonally, Begonia and Saltburn that would be more conducive than to what I was pitching, which is more like a
I think
mystery adventure
closer.
film kind of thing.
I think closer to Saltburn is mine. Closer to Begonia is yours, where it's like you have the normal man getting the rich alien.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go with yours.
Okay.
I don't think one's better than the other. We'll go with yours. What do we call this one?
I think we go with one. Whatever title is better.
Okay.
Think of any sort of title, and it's not like it's getting greenlit for real.
Yeah.
See, like if we were pitching the movie Begonia, we would never come up with the name Begonia.
No, no. I
Same with
looked
Saltburn. Like,
at-
what the fuck is that?
well, it's the name of the house.
Oh, yeah,
The-
yeah.
So it's just like
But like, how do you think of that being the name of the house? Saltburn. It could have been the anything estate.
yeah. Um, there's no way to do it without like spoiling it because I was thinking like, oh well, it could be like a mansion,
Yeah.
alien versus man.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, you don't want to reveal that the guy's an alien until late into the film.
And okay, dumb joke, and it's like kind of like a Futurama joke, but like when he introduces himself, like, "Oh, what's your name?" And it's like, "Oh, I'm Hugh, Human," and it's like Hugh And it's like the name of this one's like, "Hello, my name is Human," or just Human.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, that's pretty funny. That's a good joke. Uh,
I'm thinking like mankind, but it's like two words, like man period kind. or like man: if like the alien is the super aggressor and the family is just like a bunch of good people looking to help out.
Mm.
That would be the tagline. Like mankind, Hugh, not so much.
I got nothing. Like anything I'm thinking of is just like not good.
He's an infiltrator. He's
Because I was thinking like, oh, he's a guest
yeah,
in their home. ET phone
yeah.
home. Brings the man and you could go like homeward bound because the alien's trying to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And he's home and he's bound for their home, but homeward bound's a pet movie.
Homeward Bound: The Adventure of Yellow Dog.
Yeah, you can't call it homeward bound.
Yeah.
Uh,
Instead of house guest, he's a house pest. Because he's like a bug alien or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
it's real estate, but you call it unreal estate because he's not really a human.
Yeah, they're trying to sell the house and he's pretending to be the realtor.
Yeah. Realtor would be like a funny like robot, like a robot that sells houses. I'm realtor. Fuck. Let's just call it Saltburn 2. Or I was gonna say, or we can just give it some sort of like placeholder name, but like placeholder is actually not a bad title for this movie.
What's the artifact? I don't want to say hand me down. It's a
Heirloom.
heirloom, like looming over the airs. Just call it heirloom.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. That's something.
Yeah. I don't know how to spell that. Anywho, okay. So we have From Above, which is Close Encounters, and Hancock, also grounded as like a thing.
Yeah.
That'd be like if we pitch that one, they're like, like, okay, scratch that. We like the aliens, we like the superheroes.
It's kind of crossing all the demos. We're like, oh, well, grounded. It's the kids in there.
It's a 4-quadrant movie. Then we have Widows and Child's Play, which is Prized Possessions. And 300 in Clerks, either Board and Yield, which doesn't really work. That's the tagline.
Yeah.
You have the Spartan army all lined up and they're like slouching or they're drinking their soda. Then it says like, there's 302 Spartans, 2 of them are bored and something like that.
Yeah.
But we actually will call it Pot Shop. And then Saltburn and Begonia, Heirloom.
All right.
Pretty good. Not bad. We don't do them as often, but
we say it every time. But Hollywood, get us a job.
Give us a job.
Put us in the executive's room. We'll get you those ideas, man.
You just need a guy to bounce ideas off of. Like you come to us and say we have a problem. We don't know how this movie ends. We gotcha.
Yeah. No cocaine needed.
Appreciate
it if you got it, but not needed. We'll take it.
Okay, so what do you want? Which one of all these would you want as the title of this episode?
It's between. What was the first one again?
From Above.
No.
Yeah.
It's between Prized Possessions and Heirloom.
Yeah. Which is funny because it's like my heirloom. It's my prized possession.
Let's go Heirloom.
Okay, cool.
I think is the best one.
And coming
title-wise,
right at the end. All right, cool. All right, well, if you want to get in contact with us and give us 2 movies that you'd like to see mashed up, hit us up at wrplpodcast@gmail.com. You could also find us on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Blue Sky. As always, I'm Ben.
And I'm Steve.
And keep consuming.